Where you were isn't where you are. Think about that for a minute. So you're healing. You're understanding about mindset, about energy, about narcissism, toxicity, empathy. You're learning about abundance and so much more. You have to understand something, that where you are now is not where you were yesterday. And where you were yesterday isn't where you were the day before. Each and every day you are learning. Each and every day you are becoming awakened and aware, educated and empowered. Each and every day you are cracking more and more of the code. You are seeing more and more behind the mask. You are discovering more narcissistic terms. You're discovering more narcissistic definitions. And you're coupling your experiences with the definitions in the glossary on the narcissistic abusive cycle, and that equals wisdom. This wisdom you've acquired, it in fact is a newfound wisdom. It's a superpower. It is a superpower on steroids when you wrap your head around the fact that you were taken advantage of in a place that very few people will ever be able to understand. Yes, the narcissistic fog. Yes, the trauma bond. And of course, the devaluation stage. All three of those are unique to themselves, yet they equal one word. That word is narcissism. Now, the narcissists knew what they were doing long before they met you. They knew what they were going to do with you. And they did whatever they could possibly do to you and with you to extract as much supply from you as they could. Once they got whatever they wanted, or another source of supply had entered their sphere or their life, then they would discard you. Wash, rinse, repeat. Got that one right. Wash, rinse, repeat, finally, after years. Now, having said that, this is why the narcissist is loyal to nobody. This is why they care about nobody. This is why the narcissist will never introspect, because it will be too painful. This is why the narcissist continues to look for people to dump their toxicity into. And this is why the narcissist knows that their days are numbered. Their days are limited because there are fewer and fewer places that the narcissist can hide any longer. There are fewer and fewer places where the narcissist can lurk around the corner or in the crevices. You see, the light is now exposing the darkness, and the light is within you just like it's within me. Your beautiful, bright, shining light is what the narcissist tried to capture, use as a fuel source, and then extinguish. They did 2 out of 3. They couldn't extinguish you, which is why you're rebuilding stronger than ever, which is why you're understanding now that where you are on the journey, it's not where you were when you were in the relationship with the narcissist. It's not where you were in the journey even before you met the narcissist. It's not where you are in the journey even 2 minutes and 52 seconds ago when you started this video. You are now understanding so much more about your experience on this planet called Earth. And your true, authentic self is just beginning to come out. You see, the narcissist knew who you were long before you knew who you were. The narcissist also knew who they were way before you figured out who they were. So they had a monumental advantage over you. And that advantage, of course, they took full control of that advantage, and they did whatever they could do to keep you trapped, to keep you subservient, to future fake you, to triangulate you, to blame you, to give you the silent treatment, maybe even throw rage fits on you. Whatever they were doing it because there was still something that you had that they wanted. Now, whatever that was, that could have been a roof over their head. It could have been a car. It could have been money. It could have been tuition. It could have been the fancy access to the country clubs or all the ski chalets that you took them to. Whatever it was, there was something that you had that they needed from you. And they couldn't get that on their own, so they had to use you. Picture, if you will, they knew what kind of access you had because you shared that with them in the beginning. You were an open book. And then they said, wait, I can easily get that person to buy me some fancy clothes. I can become a member of the country club. I can read and study using AI or learn some new words and act like I'm educated, and I can blend in and into the fabric of that country club. And next thing you know, I'll discard the person that got me access to the country club, and I'll go for a bigger fish. See, this is what the narcissist does. This is why once you figure out who these people are and what they're capable of, you need to go no contact. You need to block that person, delete them, remove them, and all flying monkeys and people associated with them. This is your life. It's not a game. This is your life. It's not a documentary. This is your life. It is not a movie that you watch in the movie theater. You need to really understand a couple things. One, you should be fortunate that you're out of the relationship. Number two, the narcissist knew what they were doing. Number three, the narcissist doesn't care. What they want to do is extinguish people. What they want to do is steal everything from them blame them, mock them, smirk at them, laugh at them, grin at them, and get their black pupils swelled with supply, and then they want to wash, rinse, repeat. This is what these people have been doing long before you were born, and it's what they'll be doing for quite a long period of time afterwards until, of course, the behavior and the toxic, fractured mindset in the tiny little pea brain of the narcissist is fixed. But that's not going to happen today, tonight, tomorrow. And you may say, well, fixed? You've never said that before. What would that mean? It would mean until these people fall into line with the rest of humanity and they realize that their poor behavior will no longer be tolerated, no matter what they try to tell everybody else, no matter what they try to do. You see, we all now understand, maybe not all of us, but a lot of us understand now that the narcissist will just tell anybody whatever they want to hear without actually meaning what they're saying, which means the narcissist can talk out of both sides of their mouth. They don't care about anybody, and all they care about is access to people in the moment. That is why once the narcissist gets whatever they want, they discard people, and they always look for new people. But the narcissist, their days are numbered. And when you realize that you are wherever you are is not where you were before, and that wherever you are, you're healing, that's a good thing. Remember what I shared with you a little while ago. The narcissist had an advantage over you because you didn't know what narcissism was. You didn't realize that healing would take time. You didn't realize that other people did not go through what you went through. You didn't realize that other people couldn't see what you saw. You didn't realize that other people would get burnt out when you were trying to explain to them what you experienced. And you also didn't understand that not everybody should be treated the exact same on this planet. You were an open book. You are an empath. You were committed, and you thought that everybody had your best interest at heart. Fast forward to today. Now you know that a lot of people, and that list probably is growing, unfortunately, don't have your best interest at heart. Think of your immediate family members right now. Let's say that they're healthy and they're stable and they're not narcissists, but probably you have a couple in there, but let's say you don't. Well, are they still as close to you as you thought they should be? I can assure you most of them aren't. You may have one or two that are really close with you, but you have to understand, everybody, and I mean everybody, reveals themselves in time. I have, you have, the narcissist certainly did, and everyone else will reveal themselves, which is why your expectations for yourself should be very high, sky high, and unfortunately, but this is a tough pill to swallow, but it's accurate, your expectations for others should be lower because other people will continue to let you down over and over and over again until you get the message, until you get the wisdom. And that's what the narcissist was banking on. They were banking on you staying stuck, so you would continue to give them chances, and you would continue to turn a blind eye or not trust your instincts or intuition, so they could continue to reap what you had, meaning they would extract whatever kind of supply you had. And you need to remember that what is supply? Supply can be a pet, it can be an animal, it can be a phone call, it can be a phone, it can be being hung up on somebody, it can be giving someone the silent treatment, it can be access to something, it can be sitting right next to somebody, giving them the silent treatment for a full week on end. Supply is anything that matters in the feeble, tiny, little anxiety-riddled brain of the narcissist. And once you choke out or cut out supply and cut the four ties, the emotional, the financial, the physical, and the spiritual tie with the narcissist, then you will understand that everything I've shared with you over the years is not only accurate, but it is the path to your independence. It is the path to your freedom. It is the path to finding your purpose. There should be no toxicity around you. Now, I understand that many people can't remove the narcissists, plural, immediately. I was one of those people. You need to get ready to create, develop, and execute your exit plan. When you are ready, you will administer that. But until then, you're going to have to understand that this is a journey. It's a marathon. It is not a sprint. There is no magic pill that can be consumed or no magic wand that will be waved that will fast forward you into the mountaintop of indifference or on top of the mountaintop of indifference. It's not going to work that way. You're going to have to really dig deep within yourself, just like I did, and all of the hundreds of millions, billions of people who are doing just that right now. Now, before I close the video, I'll just share this with you. Where you were. Think about where you were. All the sleepless nights, all the times you would text the narcissist and you would see the two blue check marks, but they wouldn't get back to you because they would claim that they didn't have reception, even though the blue check marks were there. Or all the times they didn't have cell phone reception, wink, wink. Or all the times they claimed that their battery died when who knows where they were. You will never know where the narcissist was when they weren't with you. And even when they were with you, you will never know where they were because most likely they were checked out. They were absorbing or sucking the energy out of you without even talking to you or taking you for granted while they were looking for your replacement. Yes, that's what the new supply is. You were the new supply. I was the new supply. The new supply is not who you want to be, not even for a second, because the new supply has to go through the love bomb, the devaluation, the discard, or the ending, and then they have to hope that they figure out what narcissism is, and that's not even counting putting themselves back together, healing, focusing on themselves, going no contact, and avoiding a Hoover. I just said a mountain of work, about 30 nuggets of wisdom in the last 40 seconds. You should play that part of the video and play it a few times. I will slow my lexicon down and I can dig into all of that deeper as I've been doing for the last 5+ years. But for this video, before I close it, I want you to understand something. You need to recognize and realize where you are on the journey. If you're out of the relationship, fantastic work. If you've cut one of the 4 ties, fantastic work. If you've cut all the 4 ties, great work. If this is the first video you're consuming, there's work to be done. You're gonna have to focus on yourself and learn to control what you can control. You're gonna have to understand that the narcissist didn't love you. They didn't care about you. They don't care about anybody and they don't love anybody. And that they knew what they were doing. There are so many layers of the onion to be peeled back post-narcissistic relationship. The wisdom, the education, it is endless. Because when you peel one layer of the onion back, there are 2 more. When you peel those 2 back, there are 6 more. You peel those 2 back, there are 12 more. You peel those back, there are 144 more. I think you understand what I'm sharing. That's why the wisdom, the education, the path, the journey, it should be for you, by you, and to benefit you. And it shouldn't include any toxicity, any narcissism, or any people who are not supporting you or benefiting you. That's why I suggest virtually in every video I create to go no contact. Block the person and delete them. If not now, when? Play this message, play it a few times. Understand that if where you are now is where you want to be, that's good work. You're doing what you should be doing. If where you are now is not where you want to be, there is work to be done. No matter where you are in the journey, I once was where you are. Whether this is day 1 for you, whether it's day 444, whether it is day 10,000, whatever it is, I've been there. Well, maybe not 10,000, that's a little far, but if it's day 1,500 or so, I've been there. But no matter how you cut it, you need to believe in yourself the way I believe in you. And you need to continue to go through the darkness, continue to see the light at the end of the tunnel and realize that this is your journey. And you need to understand that you are stronger than you know. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Continue to focus on yourself and believe in yourself the way I believe in you. And the narcissist, let them slither off into the abyss because that's what they will do one way or the other. They took their best shots at you. They failed. They did fail miserably. They know what they did. They will pay a big price for that later. Not at the hands of a human being, but at the hands of something much greater than us, mere mortals. They know it, I know it, and now you know it. Once you understand, you need to close the chapter of the book on these parasitical creatures as soon as you can. Do not, and I mean not, ever accept a Hoover. Become unhooverable. Get off the radar of these people and begin to heal. Begin now. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. You are not alone. I love you all, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. Understand a few things. 1, you are not where you were 13 minutes and 33 seconds ago. You're not, because you finished the video or you're about to finish the video and you're getting the wisdom. I'm different also. What you need to be doing is the same thing I do. Carve new neural pathways. Do different things. Focus on yourself. Get the toxicity out of your aura, out of your energy field, out of your mind, out of your house, and out of anything that has anything to do with you. This will take time, but as you remove the toxicity, you will get really clear in your mind. The clearer you get, the stronger you get. The stronger you get, the weaker the narcissist gets. The weaker they get, the less they matter to you. And then you will realize that where you are is where you want to be, as far away from that toxic person as you possibly can get. I love you all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. And for those of you Star Wars fans, yes, today is the 4th. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you, and also you. I love you all. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.